Whether you see soap as soul-soothing bars of luxury or just a functional cleaning product, it's something that we use every day. But is soap really good for us and the planet? And what is it even made of? I went to visit self-declared soulmates Magda and Remy of Och Vegan, who want to start a small revolution with their all-natural handcrafted soap range. And of course, I learned how to make my own.
So today we're gonna show you how to make one of our best-selling soaps, the Grande. It's my favorite one to make. It has some bold colors with like really woody, enchanting essential oils.
I realised that although soap is something I use every day, I have no idea what's in it, and I was about to find out.
How do you feel about making your own soap?
I'm excited.
We started with the solid oils. They're all chopped up. Here's your recipe. We use olive oil, coconut oil, shea butter and castor oil just because they create like really nice hard bars with lots of bubbly lather. And there is your sodium hydroxide and water, and that's how we create your lye. And the lye we also put some salt and sugar because salt adds to the hardness and sugar creates the nice bubbles again.
What is the lye for? Is this like a...
Yeah, so lye is pretty much what creates a soap. That is the trigger for like chemical reaction to turn the oils into soap. The actual recipe is designed so there is 6% of unsaponified oils, and that's the layer that the soap leaves on your skin, and that's the the nourishing properties of the soaps.
While I was measuring out the ingredients for the lye, I wondered what makes natural soap different and what our normal soaps are made of.
So what's really in your soap? You can get stuff like tallow or lard, which are animal fats, and they'll be on the label, they'll be, for example, called sodium tallowate. Another thing that is loved by soap makers is the palm oil. We decided not to use palm oil at all in our product. Next part will be to add water here. 520.
Oh, quite a lot.
Yeah.
I'm not very good at measuring. After measuring the sodium hydroxide, salt and sugar, I measured the water, just like making a soapy cake.
I'm stressed.
I'm okay. The essential oils are keeping me chill.
Okay.
You're enjoying my outfit, right?
I'm enjoying. You're kind of like a funky scientist.
We're gonna blitz. Salt and sugar are actually dissolved.
It looks like I can drink it.
Yeah.
I won't.
And I wondered, what makes great soap?
Good oils and patience and love.
Soap is made when the lye reacts with the fats in a process called saponification.
I'm gonna do the first one. Actually, start with white.
Hold on, now you can see how much.
Yeah, you can check. So
21 degrees.
21 degrees.
It's quite warm today.
And it gets really hot.
It's 31 already.
31 already. Now look.
92.
You wanna go for it?
Alright.
All right.
This is the danger. I'm scared.
This one here already, so we're not losing the heat.
So I'm sure with natural products, as you say, it can be a little tricky as they probably have slightly different chemicals, makeups in each one.
The biggest thing is the factors that we don't really pay attention that much as normal people, oh, there's slightly more humid, it's super cold or whatever, yeah.
So like with the temperature of the room, or would it make a real difference?
Yeah.
This is satisfying.
It's quite nice, yeah, the color, how it goes.
Why do you think it's important to go for natural
I
products?
think it's like nowadays it's more important than ever when you look globally what's happening with climate, like the rate at which the population grows, it's very important to reduce how much you actually consume and how much can be degraded naturally, because that waste, it doesn't go away, it doesn't disappear, it is somewhere in the ecosystem. It's important for the health of like the individual being, but also for the health of the planet as a collective. Okay, now we do the essential oils. We go for patchouli, frankincense, some lavender, sandalwood, and pine. So that's a nice combination of this like grounding scent. It's woody, but it has some like floral notes.
The essential oils are a specifically balanced set of scents that make the soap and you smell wonderful. But get that balance wrong and you end up with a great stink. Magda instructed me to measure carefully and keep stirring.
This smells so good.
So we have the essential oils.
Yeah.
You can just stir them.
No.
Oops. Next we added our essential oils to the rest of the mixture.
Now I'll be blending it. Grab yours. First, okay, important rule, don't take it out when you're blending. Now you can stop and just stir it with your blender. So you take all the oils from the top. Yeah?
Yeah, I can feel it's getting thicker.
Yeah.
It was starting to feel, look and smell like soap. And next, here comes the arty, satisfying bit.
So here,
Yes.
take this and just, I would say, pour it like slowly, but not too slowly from here. And you can just slightly move to that. And we pretty much,
You want to just cover the bottom?
yeah, we're starting with the white as a base, and we can just put almost everything of it, like just leaving a little bit on the. Yeah, we can go even faster than that.
It's really warm.
Yeah.
What is your dream for your soaps and your cosmetics? As a concept and as like a goal for where you're going?
I believe once we see how the things are actually made, we have like a deeper connection to it and greater respect to the resources and stuff. Because otherwise, if you just take something from the shelf, it's just a thing. You have no idea what's behind it. Even if you read it, it's different. It's not experience.
Oak Vegan is pretty much can become like a bridge to like connecting more with nature in your own bathroom. You know it's all natural. You know it's like here's turmeric powder, white clay, and cocoa powder. You know, in your soap, and it all works for your skin.
After all the precision of measuring the ingredients, pouring the soap was so freeing. And it's this part that means each bar is its own unique piece of soap art.
Use whatever you have to create the nice swirls. So you pretty much dip it, and you go however you feel.
Do you want it quite deep in?
What you feel?
Yeah.
And you can just feel it. It's like painting.
After creating our masterpiece, we had to leave the soap to dry for 24 hours before we could see how it turned out.
Going to see what our soap is like on the inside. It's been hardening for, how long has this been hardening?
24 hours.
24 hours.
And here it is! Now, it comes out in this huge block, which looks amazing, but not really convenient to wash yourself with. So we had to find a way to chop it up, and Magda had a special
So
tool.
you can just slide it. You align it with this one.
Look at those swirls.
Love it.
I always line it with the bottom, because that way we know it is. And music. Soap music.
Ta-da! I was so pleased with my beautiful soap. Natural, cruelty-free, good for the environment, and just super lovely on my skin.
Made grounding soap.
Yeah! That was cool. That was really fun.
Bing! Big thanks to Magda and Remy at Oak Vegan. Do check out their store at oakvegan.co.uk to get yourself some beautiful eco-friendly soap, moisturisers, deodorant and other goodies. down.